Hello, hello, and good morning once again. My name is Lawrence Head. I know one for talk the balance. Of course, we know the
I've stopped
balance with
beefing
the
you now. It's
keep
okay.
on to una. And you don't know, that don't know, no. My name is Lawrence Head, and it's always a wonderful pleasure to be with you on the Brunch Show, right, on Radio 97.1 FM, Radio 5, right? Obviously, we know, say yes, so they can't talk about any kind of bad thing. Today, get it or not call out any kind of bad thing because it's too serious, it's too important, and it involves each and every person in the world, not even just Salon, but of course, from the Serena context, from when we see how we self fit inside this talk and how we go for work, I'll go before panel. But before they go into all that day and I tell now the topic, I just go allow me
You want beef me?
wonderful
Oh, okay.
mentor for introducing himself. Because I can introduce her. You know,
I
like
know
that.
one.
You know, this so because you know,
This
it
month
lights
I
on
want
your
to
own.
thank you very much.
They
I do it
shine.
for myself. It's okay. It's enough now. You do so.
Okay, we go they try. Yes, sir. Yes, ma. Take the stage.
So me, your name now Brigitte Dalton-Sesay, and I the co-host with Lawrence Head.
What an honor it is to co-host with somebody like this. Anyway, me self they about for married like just in case you not
Oh
be know.
really?
Like not only like I'm force, I not be say I was married or anything, but just being by her, the anointing just turned up. So like we're about for step into that in the very soon. I just
Okay.
when they state
We're
you.
waiting. We're waiting.
Anyway, like how they do all that, they will just want to forget the verse of the day, the quote of the week. Yeah, we get the verse of the day where they come up from First Timothy 5:8.
It's actually not that one.
Okay. Well.
Yes, it should be coming from Genesis actually,
Uh-huh.
when it explains about God made man in his own image, male and female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Genesis 5 2. That's Genesis 5:2. Let's just get it quickly and Genesis 5:2.
We can go quickly to the quote of the week whilst we're looking
I
for.
already have it here.
Okay.
So Genesis 5:2 says, "Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their names Adam in the day when they were created." So we all know now say then they simply they show we say God no make man for the in one, he make man out male and female. He thought about the females, he thought about the woman, and you know say they separate the woman from the man. Well this is this is Genesis 1. Okay.
27 to 28, yeah.
This is the other one. All right. So let's just let's try to read that quickly. It says, "So God created mankind in His own image, and in the image of God created He them, male and female. He created them. God blessed them and said to them, 'Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground.'" That is the kind of dominion that God gave to not just the male, but to mankind. Woman, man, we all get the same blessing, we all get the same dominion.
And the personal adjectives that God is using, he kept saying them.
Yeah.
He did not say he did not say
She.
Adam alone. So it's clear that it was for both of them, and it give both of them instructions, say for fill up the earth and subdue it, which means like take control.
Yeah.
It's yours.
That means the woman also has the ability to take control.
So sometimes, we can misinterpret God's word, but we on Radio Friday to make them very clear.
Some people like confuse, not to like I said, go woman for take control, but the specific side they for take control, like for example the kitchen, the bedroom. Like we can like for allow woman there for take control. But anyway, to that sense, sister today no more God say. So they are more they allow the woman themselves for for utilize their own God given blessing and right. So yes, won't forget the quote of the week. Quote of the week, yes.
It's coming from J.C. Ryle, and he says, "Fathers and mothers, do not forget that children learn by the ear than they do. They learn by the eye. I'm mixing the words up. Than they do by the ear. Imitation is far stronger principle with children than memory. what they see has a much stronger effect on their minds than what they are told. And exactly, because even God insets of way give instruction. Now what see they see now they sometimes gets a belief in
Yeah.
or take a stance on. And human nature in general, we dey learn by what we see, not to by what we dey hearing. Because hearing are just one part of the learning curve.
Yeah.
But behavior, imitating somebody in your own behavior, body language, like what they can talk about, they go a very long way. They say when it comes to communication, communication is not like the words coming out of my mouth right now. It's my body language. Where most of them they focus on waiting somebody they say. They watch how you they say they focus on the tonation of your voice. Are you angry or are you scared or do you not care? So even if your words are nice, but your body language not they reflect what's in the words they say, you they confuse the person.
Yeah.
So the person will say, like I hear you what they say, but the way how they receive the message now like so.
Yeah.
So body language is very important, behavior important.
But with everything you said just now, it just bring me mind back to and this wonderful thing. You know, say like there was a time me and somebody they get a conversation. I be tell her said, "Na easy make." Even though the Bible is supposed to be like a book of principles for make mankind able for just know how for work at this world, we still get accounts then they.
Yeah.
Not so because the principle they're not important and the story they're important, but God really wants to help mankind to understand how things went, why they went the way they went, and what the consequences were when people tried to do something else. So you self go get too much information enough for me, you know, say, okay, I should do the right thing.
Sure.
So all of them things are just a way of God bringing us back to that place. Many of people, like I say, just say, yeah, no, do this, say, no, do that, say, no.
And they say, I not be understand.
Yeah. So you see, anyway, with all of that clearly said, now we won't forget we topic, we won't forget we too, they can't talk about today. Today, we they talk about, oh my God. We're going to be talking today about gender equality.
That's one.
Equity.
That's
and
two.
Liberation worldwide.
Indeed, and we get illustration. But before we show the illustration, I hope so the technical person they're on board with us. One for introduce we wonderful guest inside the studio. We actually get two guests, and one of them they can run it, they come. But we have our first guest inside the studio. We're going to join the conversation. Can you introduce yourself? Tell me something interesting about you after you don't introduce yourself.
Wow. Mina MOININA KAWA. A Monday by Sky.
Okay.
Wow.
And which I'm proud of.
Something interesting.
Well, I do love talking.
Okay.
I mean, I don't talk a lot.
Okay.
I observe. Later I react. Yeah, but I've listened to my conversation. It's so interesting, you know. I really enjoy Radio Fry. But anyways, before going for thanks for the hospitality. Really, you are really doing well.
Oh, thank you so much. Wait, we're getting so much love.
You really do extremely well. You know, I don't be the special come it search.
See, you know, me show that they're opposite right now. They're opposite.
This is fry. You know, now fry. Not to begin and butter.
Yeah, even like the name itself fry. You know, she'll say okay, yes. But even like when I got the message, she said, okay, yes, I forgot Radio Fry. So, oh, yeah, I better did it.
Okay, so we'll continue with the conversation. If you just join with us now, the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. You're able to watch the show, so on with Facebook at Radio Fry. You can also, the frequency, where you listen to, the 97.1 FM. You're able to hear we from Freetown, Bo, Kenema, Makeni, and Kono with the 5 different district areas. And by the end of April, we go there in 10 districts. 10 districts. And towards the end of the show, I get for label the extra 5 areas. And for sure, you say we're very serious about what they do.
Yeah.
And we really want for reach the entire nation and want for contribute by educating and, bringing interesting conversation, thought-provoking conversations, them where we can feel for get within we homes, within we society, because these conversations now one step to change.
Yeah.
And not to the entire thing for let something change, but now one step way they use. At least for reason out within we say for say this year so why they do fine, this year so why they do I for change them, how I for change them. What else I supposed for do? And sometimes you one not go get the idea, but when you put heads together with different people, it will give you a better option of how for look at maybe a particular topic and rethink how you do go about them. Like we said, with the topic we'll talk about now something very, very serious. If at any point you want to send in your comments, you can do that one day on with Facebook at Radio Fry Fry. Go under the live feed. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment on our live video. And also save the number 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. But whenever we start the discussion inside the first hour, we can make sure say we set the foundation of what's in the topic thereabouts, because equality, equity, and liberation is quite broad, and it depends on the angle where you get for take them on. So we want to go through first, because not to all man understanding 3 words than they and what they actually mean. So we want to go through the definition of them words than they, and then try for like give some examples so that you understand what we mean by them 3 words than they, Lawrence.
Yeah. So equality. I believe say equality and the one word don't did they pass the all. Equality is literally everywhere. Man in the Fed say, woman they say they want equality, they want equal rights. Man, don't did they say 50-50, 50-50? Well, equality, one can know what equality they're about. This equality where we try for learn about, actually they talk about people they get equal rights. And to a certain extent, it's like just giving the same right to every person, not to even just gender based. Yeah. It's like age, every person, every age,
race,
every race. So and the only downside to equality now are the fact that even though equality is working towards ensuring that multiple people, no matter outside and they will forget fair opportunities. When you say fair opportunity in equality, you talk about just waiting agi. Well, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. That kind of level there. If I'm giving this to this citizen, no matter how much I old, no matter how say they, at the same time they get to the other citizen, if you're in a far younger age or a far older age now, or in a far better place or in a far worse place. So, for example, when we think about equality in a salon, one of the most easiest way we can think, say, we try for work towards equality now for make all man get water. We all have we can't really try for make everybody get water wherever they. So that is just a way of them trying to work towards equality. The only thing no more now, I believe that to a certain extent, me like the second one where they can talk better than equality small bit, and that's equity. Equity on the other hand means tailoring for the needs of individuals in different places, no matter and different places, different situations that they are in life and all of that, and trying to ensure that whatsoever you cater for them, they actually help them for them at an equal standpoint or have equal standing towards, I would say the same opportunity or the same thing we try for give out. So let's say, for example, they talk about equity in the form of education. Equity would clearly be exemplified where they talk about, most say, person in our village and get the same access to education to like the person within our free tongue. They make sure say all the things that when the person na free tongue gets, and the thing we go make that person within our village able for easily understand the thing that with that person then again a free tongue. Now he is sent to the one within our village. Whilst the one within our free tongue, you just send that's the way you need no more for me that part. So you don't need for send additional like for example, if we check, I found out say, fine. This is the easiest way for explainer. I go Guinea, what last year, and I find out say that they teach French na salon, and they teach English na Guinea. But for some reason, salon where they teach French, mostly na they written French with the land. Yeah, so we find out say most of the Sierra Leoneans they sabi write French and not sabi talk. Then you go na Guinea, it are the same thing for English. Most of the people that sabi write English, they not sabi talk. So when they are placed in the position for them to talk, they find it difficult. Then, but what they really want now for understand the language of English to the point that they're able for talk am. So fairness go mean say, I mean equity go mean say, we not just they give them the material them for learn English na Guinea or just give them the material for learn written English na salon, but also give them the material that will go help them for know how for use the words they how for pronounce the words they where and how for use them words then they with them mods and all the different things, and they're making it easy for them. So wherever then they, if they want to learn English or wherever we want to learn French, we will go now country when they talk French, they don't know say we not sabi French, or they don't feel say we not sabi French. All for people like I said within at the same standpoints, and if you say you get paper for French, they feel like you get paper for French. So that's the easiest way I believe I can exemplify that. Then liberation now. Liberation, I believe, is in the cocoa party matter. Liberation now in this light, they talk about breaking through barriers and creating solutions and systems that are fair to all. When they talk about that, you get to think about different, I would say, societal barriers and all these different things that way they make people never forget opportunities and so certain things them, whether it be opportunity for run for an office, for hold big positions, them opportunities then for equal level of education in different places and all of that. We don't hear Bokuta woman they talk say then they feel like say certain educational opportunities are being steered towards the males rather than the females, and certain amount of opportunities are given to males to actually run offices, especially when you think about politics and all of that. And women just get small percentage when they try to get it and all of that. Liberation now says, you know what? Let's just ensure that we do something that is fair for everybody. Everybody has a way to gain access to all of those things without having to go through anything. Let's just scrap all these barriers. Let's scrap all these other things and just focus on giving everybody the same opportunity to whatever.
Yeah. And just for play devil's advocate a little bit, when it comes to equality, please, with technical team, can you please put up the picture where they show the difference between equality, equity, and liberation? When you look at equality, it assumes say we all the start at the same place. So if you watch the picture, if you're able to go on with Facebook, this night make would encourage you go on with Facebook so you're able to see what we talk about. So equality, they assume say we all they start on the same place, but in life, in not they work that way. Some people start, like for example, they see the picture, some man short, some man are medium height, some man tall. Not to everybody tall, not to everybody get medium high, not to everybody short. Yeah. So equality in the assume say we all they start at the same place. So at the end of the day, it's still unfair. As much as we fight for equality, it's still unfair. And then you get equity. Equity now, in back now, intentional unequal treatment, and it's subjective.
Yeah.
And in the look at the one we get the least, try for help to match up to the one we get the most. But then the one we get the most go say, why you they left me out? What's me do? So it's still unfair, and this one intentionally unfair because you try for square balance the equation, and some people go say, well, that in a subjective fairness, and sometimes they go say a favoritism. You understand? And then liberation, like we see inside the picture, you can see in the beginning, you see them get fence.
Yeah.
Liberation in the pull the fence. As soon as you pull that barrier, you not even need the block for let people enter up, for let it all be the same height. So na liberation. But all of them not to take into account the root cause of why that wall did it. Each terminology where you look at equality, equity, liberation, even in the definition, in order to tell you the reason why that issue did it. So part of the conversation we want to address waiting are some of the factors that we can cause this inequality or inequity within society. But we want to go on a very, very short break. And when we come back, we'll delve right into the conversation and talk about some of those factors. Remember, say you to listen to The Brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM.
Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on the brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry.
We na RC Bank, with Usim Couple, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world inside your day.
We na Master Sabipa digital banking business na Salon.
Na RC Bank. Now we get the best low interest rate na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank. We ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank. We dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram, and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-couple, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with me. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, on another year, we na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan banking business na Mama Salon.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilek you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you dey na Salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and they pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney go.
It's a new year and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Welcome back on The Brunch. Indeed, we talk about everything. There's nothing. Because the entire year we get thematic areas and where we can deal with different aspects of life. And this entire match, we'll talk about womanhood. And we'll talk about in all aspects, not to just that basic level, or even if we talk about equality, not to just that basic level, we're supposed to forget equality. That's not what I'm talking about. Because with all your nice words that you give, in reality, it doesn't happen that way. And we really need for come face to face with truths and say why we knocking want. Let it be instilled in we communities, in we homes, with we families them. And like we say, with the issue of equality, equity, and liberation, not so just a Salon issue, it's a worldwide issue all around the world. Even the countries that work in Kakpa, we say, Dendon, get the best human right laws and all of that, they're all falling short of equality, equity, and liberation. Everybody around the world, they face some form of it, whether it's through racism, whether it's through your gender, whether it's through your age, whether it's through knowledge, whatever it is. There's so many different spheres. There's inequality and inequity all around the world, and we need to accept that fact for us to be able to move forward. So we don't talk small about the different meanings of the equality. Equality, you always start, it assumes say una all not the same. So the picture will give fence day and una want for see over the fence. So whether the person tall, a medium, a short, equality say you dey give all man block, because neither equality, fair and square, everybody has the same. Equity now, in a little bit different. In say, well, I dey tailor the help depending on the person in your need. So the same fence day, the short person, now they receive the most support. The medium person, the second, the tall person, it not really needs support because it already okay. But liberation now, in the tell you say, no, it needs to be freedom for all. It not depend on waiting this person gets, waiting this person not gets. How will they able create systems them where go allow freedom for all? So if you watch the illustration, you see say if as soon as you remove the fence, in fact, the support where you want for give the blocks for add for the height for let somebody see the fence, you don't even need for put them measures there in place because you already don't remove the barrier where they cause the issue. So we can't we issues them. We need to think about in that sense. Waiting at some of the processes or things that we will be able to put in place where they remove the barrier. And so it makes it a lot easier for deal with equality and equity at the same time. So now I want to move into some of the factors them where they cause gender inequality. Remember, say you're able to watch we on with Facebook at Radio Fry. You can also save my number 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. You can send a text message, WhatsApp message, call us on WhatsApp, direct call on that number. But we open the phone lines in the second hour because we really want to let you understand the context of the conversation or the get right now. So where it can to man's view of manhood, it's shaped by the upbringing and also the social environment where we all defend we self. And so society can encourage certain attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors from men. So where it comes to equality, equity, and liberation in terms of gender, what would they talk about? One of the key things where can happen now, gender stereotype. And gender stereotype, in the talk about the general assumption about a person's characteristics, and it's reinforced by sexism. For example, woman them, according to the Bible, say you're supposed to be loving, caring, nurturing. Now you're supposed to take care of the home. Man them, according to the Bible, it's how we say, now you're supposed to be the provider, the one where they protect, the one where they provide security. So then gender stereotypes then where we can already get now a general assumption as to how a particular gender supposed to operate. We get other examples of in leadership. If you get a female who is a leader and you have a male who is a leader, the way how society they look at the two types of leadership, it's questionable. Because if a man is stern, bossy, wants to have control, have his own way, they'll say, oh, he's a great leader. Sabi doing work. And then the moment the woman, they do the same exact thing, you watch on some kind of corner, already they say, why bossy? Who's kind of rudeness? You know, not say, for behave this way. You know, not say, man, then for Sabi them place in society.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But I just remember, on that, excuse me, all the Bokuto Kwadepa, I forget to introduce the second guest. And I see say, you really want to jump into the conversation. You, Lawrence, first of all, you bad. You don't even jump into the conversation.
When I jump into the conversation for me, kuna no say, I don't remember say from where this month starts. Now me don't be the guy who do bayanda. Basically, they just say fling me. So at this point here, so man get for get for country cost. Understand? Say this now you boss, Humble yourself before the Lord. He will lift you up. So that would be.
So introduce we guest.
So of course today we get I am honored to have this person in the studio. We have one of my other mentors. He's handsome. Trust me when I tell you are going to see his chocolate. It's not we're not talking about black, we're talking about chocolate. And like how the taste part chocolate sweet, so the voice back sweet. He has
tell you.
everything you're looking for in a man. He's a doctor, he's a husband. So Oshia, for me. And with all of that, I believe he has a lot to teach us today, a lot for us to learn from. He's no less a person, but Mr. Daniel Bangura. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you.
We have royalty in the studio.
Yes.
I tell you. And so with something interesting.
Quick one. Let me not impersonate. I'm a pharmacist.
Hey!
Yes, okay. All right. So I think, like Brigitte was saying, be they say, I want to jump into this conversation.
I tell you.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting topic, and a topic where a lot of people know for going to, especially the male gender, because society don't construct we or think in boxes. A man should be this, a woman should be this. Nothing, no more, no less.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so when you talk about gender equity, we start first from equality. The word first, equality. A lot of people like, what you mean? I don't want to be the same. But you see from the picture, equality, in fact, now the approach towards bringing everybody on the same place. Equality is the least among them.
Yeah.
When you come to equity now, you are preferentially giving the female gender, treatment. Because from what I studied and what I know from a health perspective, when you say health equity, you are giving the poor a preferential treatment. I like your example of when you talk about health, education. Sorry, you're providing the education, the materials, but you're going the extra mile to ensure you give them one day with the rural community within hard to reach areas more opportunities. Probably provide them with boats, if the case may be. Provide them with food, because I remember when we were in at the village, we had food growing up. We were going to school. Those were some of the things to encourage us, because we parents are not be able to provide lunch for we. But I'm picking where to go. No, I'm not picking. But where they going to private school?
It's more like
able to afford, and so they would be able to concentrate, able for like study and get extra lessons. But you, where school over, you get for going to farm, you get for go work, and so all of those things they already don't cloud you mind, and for study and do well. What's going to happen? You become dropout. So for let we become an equitable society, we give a preferential treatment. So like I say, and me won't forget a disclaimer here, because from me research as well and understanding this whole gender equity, in some places or parts of the world, when you say gender equity, you're not just limiting it to the biological male and female.
Okay.
You go beyond that. You go to the social male and female, or masculine and feminine. And so that's where other areas like LGBTQ comes in, transgender. And so, me on disclaimer, Nana, that whatever I'm saying about gender equity has to be based on the biological male and female sex. So that is just.
We also can stand on that.
Because we don't. I don't want to talk anything and
balance. We don't know about.
Would I give the authority for say this? Because it has to go. It has a lot of legal implications as well. But when we talk about equity beyond the biological male and female.
Yeah, and for Radio Fry, we stand on the moral aspect. So so we always can start with conversation on within the Bible say.
Yeah,
we already don't make that stance. The verse come off from Genesis 1:27 to 28. We say God made them in His image, male and female. So on that stance, that we did talk about. We talk about equity, equality, and liberation. So some of the gender stereotypes, like I believe say, if you have a female leader and a male leader, it's looked at differently. A woman will be condemned for doing the same exact thing that a man is doing, just because of in gender.
Can I chime in a little bit on this, especially when you talk about leadership, because it's also a very critical aspect, component. there are great women out there. We don't do so much in society. Intelligent. In fact, I can tell you, if everybody's given this, women are given equitable opportunities. We've seen it. They can outsmart men when it comes to intellectual. I go College of Medicine because I go boys' school, so I didn't have the opportunity to interact with ladies. The great Prince of Wales, I go, by the way. But then when I go college, and then I interact with the gender, my brother. All through me and a college, now man they beats me. You understand? So it's not they are very intelligent. So and if they are intelligent, they are smart, they are resourceful, they can also become leaders in our society. But then if you go back to just basic theories of leaders, you have the traits theory of a leader that talks about the leader should be a male, masculine. So you don't pull the woman there. But then now what we are looking at is a transformational leader. A leader we're not to just man, but one we will come and drive change and we go make society better for we all. So when you're talking about leadership, I think that's where we're going towards now. Not just that socially construct type of leadership. That's the way we talk boku, we outspoken, we tall, we get broad chest, we get big belly, and
I believe that most people that we can come inside with their team and they say and a man then are the best example of leaders. That mostly the reason that we then can come up with we are not really things that make sense. Not just the fact that woman then get a lot of I would say things that we gonna make them call them inconsistent. Basically, like for example, woman then get this thing we then see every month, we might cause them for not able for big available throughout. Say we don't call the name fine.
Pregnancy.
All of these funny things. They say no man no go need for give you excuse too much because don't get all them things and they happen to them biologically. But we don't meet up woman that we able for handle them stuff very, very well. The day in that things and then they for I don't see woman they go to the office with belly, say 8 months. And she's doing her work so well that they're not even for call other person, even within the labor wall they call her.
So may I come in?
Oh wow. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not mean say like woman not could do better in the society. Don't they happen? I think we heard of Bernadette Lahai as in Parliament. She did extremely well. Represented his party. The party, and like it be they talk like as if. And now we are even seeing it. Veronica Sise, the caucus leader. When they grab up, they talk. They feel like say, okay, yes, the woman they go do better and all. In the likes of the FPC don't they Adam do election. But we saw Adam Asila as the president and she did extremely well. Even some man they don't go even like they near, So then can not to like think them way like we go even think of it as unions or like as young people. Because when they think say, okay, yes, woman then they in our society, they in our offices then where they control man there. When if you like Mr. Bangura talk or something, although like myself go na boys school, attend boys school, Christ the King College and all, But when una dey na class, even in college, some girl picking they are so bold. When they say presentation, they speak fluently. When they say they do the assignment, everything diligently, of which like when grade come on, you better shock say, oh, this. But I not be the expert this one, come on from nowhere. But it's just hard work. At times in college, I began like quantity. At times when somebody beats you, it can by all means, okay, this like know what thing you use for me.
They go looking
yes, they go looking good. I know why making it.
2-8
Yes. But later I realized, say, okay, when this lady they morning time where they come out go college, or go college. And they come out, go for extra lesson. From extra lesson, come back. Go for 2 extra lessons. When come back, he can't sit down and book study.
You just sleep.
Yes.
You go watch football.
You go watch football. Yes. So, you have it.
I know possible.
So again, they possible because it's just hard work. So I realized for me, say, okay, yes, it's not so magical. Now study the study.
Sure.
If they go hard for it.
Yeah, and now make we get the word liberation, because liberation is fairness for all. If the person genuinely is smart, he get his skill sets, now you're the right person for the job. Liberation say give it to them. It has nothing to do with gender. And so in the case of waiting when they explain now liberation, but from your example where you give, where you face inequality in some form of way, it'll make you work twice as hard intentionally now, because you want to prove a point that I can do it. So not to like woman they want to take control or anything, it's to just prove a point that I have intelligence too, and I want to let you see me intelligence, not to out of control. Or even if a woman is a leader, like me, not woman when a leader inside Radio Fry Fry, and I mean the manager for Radio Fry Fry. But I dey manage Radio Fry Fry because I get the talent, the skill, the education, the experience, the know-how, the creativity, I can give you all the words.
The panache.
Thank you. I have everything for the role. If a male get the same exact liberation, where you gonna interview, then they watch on also, despite gender, not so gender, then they watch. Now the skill sets, then they watch. Who are capable for do this job? And so if it is mismatched somewhere, only one person can win. And I go up on the interview, male and female, and let me win. Because of liberation, not so because of equity or equality. It had nothing to do with that. Because like I say,
the barrier don't break.
Equality, you say all man forgets, but you're actually being incorrect. Because some people go say, well, the status quo say we forgive woman then 40% opportunity. So let's try for like recruit some woman then. Try for recruit what type of woman? Because now you go get the wrong type of woman. Now the job just because you want for fit a social status where you don't say the quota now this. Liberation, it not get quota. It can be unbalanced. You can say that, but liberation is liberation.
Before I come to that, I just wanted to probably respond to what you say, Lawrence. You know, some of the issues we make people exclude women from attaining certain positions. I think those are some of the reasons why, in fact, they should be given the opportunity. Because here we are, like I said, in me disclaimer, we are talking about the biological male and female. From a biological point of view, women then they're expected to go through every month.
There's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it except you decide, say, okay, you will do certain interventions or stop the egg production.
There's nothing.
But naturally, there's nothing except again they reach menopause, which is around 50 or 45 and above. So you're giving them a preferential treatment because for that is something you cannot change. That is a constant in their life that you can never change unless you do them two procedures a day. So I think those are some of the conversations we've had over the years. Say, okay, if you make her the manager, you probably get for absent every month, probably 3 days, because there are some women. Sorry, that's not what we're discussing here. But let's just face reality. There are some women when the flow come, they can practically do nothing. They are bedridden. So they start counting. You get for me 3 months, three days every month, and then if you get pregnant, you get for go for 3 months maternity leave. You understand? So from an organizational perspective, they start counting all of these and they equate them to waiting at the resources of income. But then, in an equitable world, you're making provision for everybody to thrive. So before you hear women were not attaining the C-suite level, chief executive positions in organizations, for example. On Monday, it was a male-dominated world. Probably that's why this guy Seal sang this world. This is a man's world. But it's not a man's world.
I did talk and sing today.
It's a man and a woman's world. So
then they don't cash we on 2009.
Radio 55 for giving me check for justice. This is a man's world. But we should provide and intentionally understand that this is their this not to issue. I don't call it issues because sometimes we say issue,
like
it look like a bad thing, a
Yeah.
problem. No, this is what they go through on a monthly basis. Otherwise, you and I would not be here. So except if we decide for say, okay, let's stop all forms of reproduction or procreation.
They'll left the dog then for
So that is more reason why we should be intentional in designing our policies. Because this not to just, like I say, it's a social thing which affects we.
Yeah.
And so a lot of our policies, them bias towards the female gender.
Sure.
A lot of our national documents are biased towards it. I like your example of 30% quota, 40% quota. So we're just rushing to fill those quota now. We fumble them. We're not competent, especially in politics.
Yeah.
We're not competent for just say we get 30% quota.
Exactly.
But then they go to places they cannot perform. I'm happy my brother started citing some examples of outstanding women who have shown great leadership ability in Sierra Leone.
And when we talk about 30%, now then kind woman then they suppose for the
30%.
exactly because then deserve for the
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. We'll continue with the conversation. This is not the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We're there also from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday. You're able to catch we on Facebook at Radio Fry and also the frequency way to listen to 97.1 FM. We number now 088-971-971 for let you be part of the conversation. Now, just one factor now we don't talk about where they contribute to inequality, inequity, and inodigi liberation. One of them, gender stereotype. Now we don't go through. The other word where I don't know if all man as salon don't hear the word, but now the English word me they talk. Una go help me something on a language, una go find way for express them. But the word na misogyny. And misogyny na hate against women and girls. And they include the prejudice and it promotes harmful gender stereotypes inside with societies them. And it cause oppressive practices to be done. So misogyny, they cause oppressive practices. Let me give you an example. One major one is gender-based violence. It is because of misogyny that such things then they happen. You want to take control by force. The woman should listen by force. You don't like that they should talk to you anyhow. You don't like that they should have freedom of expression. You don't like, so that hates, that place of hate, and then they call misogyny. And now can directly affect some of these policies where they talk about, some of the systems and the processes them will get in place. I'll give you another example. The issue of objectifying women. Some of these things that I'm naming, we'll get to talk about them throughout the entire month, by the way. So for now, I just touch based on them. We don't talk about women as leaders. We'll get an entire day where they talk about who that then they make better leaders. Not to like say one for compare, but one for see examples in both genders, both male and female, the way they do very well inside with society. Misogyny and another one we get to take a whole day because you really need to go in depth but let you understand what we mean by hatred. And some man go say, but I'm not hater. But you do consciously, subconsciously you do, because you get ways and way they feel or things that way they feel, and ways and how you they act, where they show say now hatred you get. Objectifying women are one. So where we can talk about issues of prostitution, it is because of men objectifying women now it don't make women they don't end up on that path in life. Although some man go say, oh, it's not good that women are prostitutes. Yeah, but it's the objectification of women. The same objectification can come through rape. So let's not even talk about prostitution now. Let's talk about innocence. I dey mind me business, you dey mind your business. You get thoughts and ideas in your mind because you are objectifying me. You feel a particular kind of way. You take advantage of me. And it causes rape. And rape is an issue in Sierra Leone. It's an issue all over the world. Prostitution is an issue all over the world because of the desires of men. Misogyny, na in the cause that one day. Also, belittling women or girls in conversation by giving them like sexist names or derogatory remarks is misogyny. Also, where you seek for control the woman in behavior. So say you don't talk to the woman anyhow. As a human being, if they talk to you anyhow, you say not the lecker. But because na woman and it reacts, you dey vex. And you want control in behavior, why for vex? Now me na the man, I talk to you for listen to me, why for vex? That's misogyny. That's controlling. And you're not supposed to be controlling. Also, where you get double standards. We'll talk about sexual behaviors. It can come in double standards. Or man allow for taste. I hate that phrase. Taste. What are you now? Peanuts. What are you tasting? Man allow for taste. Okay, you want to taste, Abby, but you are tasting somebody in Pekin, somebody in future woman. So now when you don't taste her, when somebody else can, what do you think is going to happen? So we they get double standard for saying woman for remain virgin, but the same woman want for remain virgin, they either they rape him or they want for taste him. So how you they win this argument? Now double standard. And then you say but man they allow for do that and they now in we nature. Yeah. It's not nature. And we get for talk about that sexual nature where man and the claim say now we sexual nature. No, you need to learn control. Yeah. And God don't set the pace for everything. Now you they refuse for accept and you they give excuses by saying it's in your nature. The other day we talk about accountability, taking ownership of your behavior, of your actions, of your thoughts. Be intentional. The moment you are not intentional, trust me, it's easy for you get into things that way you know say you're not supposed to get into. Right. It's easy for you make excuses for things. Yeah. Misogyny. We are going into the second hour. The last point away I want for make now using intimidating or humiliating behavior for destroy a woman in self-confidence or for undermine them. Misogyny, they do that one day, and we don't see beaucoup examples of that one day inside our society. But we'll continue with the conversation. Members say you're able to watch we on Facebook at Radio Fry, and also we get with number 088-971-971 for let you be part of the conversation. When we come back after the break, the phone lines are already open. I know some man hot, they want to talk about this issue. We're ready for you. One for Yeri, your own point of view, one for Yeri from your experience, and would encourage the woman then, because this entire month is actually for women empowerment and education and liberation, openness for any inequality where women in the face. Now the opportunity for let we self-express some of these things so that society at large they able to understand the stance from woman them. Not to follow confess, like we'll talk about feminism yesterday when a man hating movement, so man don't make him into that one day. Not to that day we talk about so for like you can do man hating. Intelligible conversation. Reason out with everybody. Now this they happen, Waiting we get for do about that one day. Let's find solution to some of those problems. Continue to stay fried on Radio Fry.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free.
We na RC Bank with Usim Couple, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na salon. Come bank with we.
Winner Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world outside you take.
We na master sabi for digital banking business na salon.
Na RC Bank, now we get the best low interest rates na salon.
We na Rokel Bank, we ATM dey support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank, we dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-copper, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with we. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, another year, we na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan Banking Business na Mama Salon.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
Lord, I watched you defy the grave, rose again on the third day, broke gravity, went up to the heavenlies. And I watched you tear the walls, the huge walls called Jericho walls, as they fell like an Iroquois tree. It was you who broke Paul and Silas out of Philistine jail when they sang praises to your holy name. Still young, we have our own testimony. 11 years of civil war challenged by plagues and virus, yet you brought us out of them stronger. Lord, you're a wonder. Lord, you're a wonder. And right now I see you breaking the nations free. Lord, right now I see you changing the story. Shine by day, make the moon to shine by night. You make the breeze to blow free for them, me no side to go, side to come. Make the sun to shine by day, you make the moon to shine by night. You make the breeze to blow free for them, me no side to go, side to come. Everything you do, no wonder. The life of the lead, no wonder. The air of the breeze, no wonder. The God you full of wonder. The food you eat, no wonder. Everything you do, no wonder. Everything you do. This is why I say, my God, you holy, you holy, you holy, you holy, you holy, you holy. Me God, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder. you holy. You holy, Lord, you are holy. You are holy, God, you are holy. You are holy, God, you are holy.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We don't they talk about a lot of different things. Inside this one green small, I don't call that small topic. This topic you don't get it. That's too big. In fact, you know for doing inside 1 week if you try. But anyway, more they try no more. We don't they talk about equity, equality, and liberation. Although, well, I could say my own wonderful boss now. So really want him out for liberation, and we all want for him out for liberation. If we be honest. But we know that they really you need to know about right now. Right now, what you need to know about now the fact that this conversation too hot, too spicy, and too sweet for make you not allow other people then for able for be a part of them. Make sure say you go now with Facebook page right now. Begin for engage this content from Facebook more than on your radio. If you get radio, fine, but I would advise you for go on Facebook because I think that this able for see we all face them and also able for know what thing they go on and everything. Communication is more than just words. Yes. And also share the link to other people then make sure say themselves able for come and engage this content, comment and all that. So like how they go, we just want to forget to verse of the day and the quote of the week. The verse of the day come up from Genesis 1:22 to 28 and it says
27.
Oh my god.
Behave yourself.
This thing. 27 to 28, so sorry. And it says, so God created mankind in his own image and in his image, in the image of God created he them, male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Man, now God give authority, not to just male, not to just male, not to just boy picking. He say man, and when he was saying man, he was talking about male and female, and he continually said them as them. He blessed them, male and female created he them. All things are them. Yeah, not allow yourself to be a lone wolf.
Yeah, indeed. So our quote of the week is coming from J.C. Ryle, and he says, fathers and mothers, do not forget that children learn by the eye than they do by ear. Imitation is far stronger principle with children than memory. What they see has a much stronger effect on their minds than what they are told. We don't talk about say, begin they learn by yai. I can say, if you watch me time yai, they watch you by yai. Also by what they talk.
Especially them picking
Dry eye crew.
Dry eye
very,
crew,
very
exactly.
dry eye.
Then they watch you through dry eye crew. And then they pick up every single, even subtle detail where you not even realize.
You dey shock. Pass way give back talk.
I dey tell you, we go give one kind back talk. He explain for you. Go say, hey, I not be nothing. That's what they observe.
And you know, they get long-term memory.
Exactly.
That's the thing about picking them.
Exactly.
They not forget.
Mm-hmm.
They will remind you 2-3 years down the line. Say, oh, you be say this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I be say this.
Yes. That's how it is.
Exactly. But we'll continue with the conversation. We'll talk about equity, equality, and liberation. And when you look at the three different definitions, you start for like, which one am I even supposed to choose now? Because all this while we don't talk about equality, fair rights for everybody. But then when you look at the illustration, you're like,
Not really.
Quite equality in that sense.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I may be honest, as a country, a generation, we are slowly moving from equality to equity.
Okay.
And if we want to jump the step from equality to liberation, we will miss it. Because these are structural, these are systemic issues we don't deal for a very long time. Like I say, it would take a lot of intentional decision making, intentional policy reviews, for let we able to move from equality to equity.
Before now,
Before we go to
liberation.
a world where we think, okay, let's just remove these barriers.
But I also want to say, most of we countries them around the world then come up with the human rights document that everybody should sign.
Yeah.
And it clearly states most of these things that what would they talk about.
Yeah.
But we still fail to adhere to something we have signed up to.
Yeah. Because, like I say, these are issues that have been on the happen for a very long time. So I think in 1948 or 1940 something, then came the International Convention of the Human Rights. And I'll tell you, there were two documents based on who that their interest. There was one that was promoted by Russia and those who believe in this social good. And then there was another that was supported by the US and those who believe in capitalist mindset. And so even in the document, up to this while, you get two versions. And so yes, this was just a ground rule, setting the ground rule to say, at least these are the minimum standards we everybody for adhere to. It's more of like, it's not like the Holy Grail to say, okay, but it was just to support countries to ensure say human rights in all forms is respected. But like you say, sometimes we have the laws. Like somebody cites an example because I had this conversation. You know, I had this. Told them somebody I said I can't talk about equity. And then we get this conversation. And I was like, there's a law that people should not steal, right? And there's a consequence for stealing. But do we have people who steal? Yes. And they face the consequences of that law. So it's the same with having the Human Rights Convention and the document. It was there, but we still get countries where they flout the rule and we not go by the dictates of what's within the document. So I think in this generation, like I said, because if you look at it from a legal perspective, from health, when at the midday, everything we're talking about now is driving towards equity. And even the people who are providing the funds, if you want to give them a very good story or you want to have an impact-driven intervention, it must be grounded on the principles of equity, that we are providing preferential treatment for those who are poor, those who are marginalized, those who cannot access our facilities or our services. So until we get to that point where we think everybody is now in an equitable environment, then we can move to that level where say, you know what, let's just remove these barriers and let everybody live.
Yeah.
But we also have to understand that there's a grand scheme of things. There are people who determine how these conversations happen.
Me, the only thing me go on for like talk small panel. The fact say I don't believe say people the way flout the rule. Like we say if you flout the rule, you go suffer the consequence. I don't think say that they did not alone. Like, that cause the issue. I feel like the possible way for make they actually suffer the consequence, but don't die. So in Peking, not be take up the responsibility.
Well, you still have some.
It may not be to the level where everybody wants them, but it's still happening. That is why we have. Sorry, I see you want. Yeah, go ahead.
I see. In our first session. Madam make mention of rape, which like this now one of the causes of war. The 11-year civil war West Sierra Leone experience. I attend the Legacy Conference, Peace Museum, and I think Netherlands. Just do. In that conference, they see women they cry because they were raped. We are marginalized. You know, some some women not able to sit on self, some not able to sit on at the conference, so cry everywhere. So I think that this way, like, it's not even good. But it's good now, like, we have females where they stand strong for able to put stop to it. So me own perspective, Lawrence and Mr. Bangura, yeah, I don't think say if Salon go experience war again.
By the grace of God.
Because we don't get people then they either open, Sierra Leoneans they either open. We don't get women that where they stand strong, say, okay, yes, we will fight for these people. We will stand strong for these people. So like these are the causes, because now we talk about liberation. Let the barrier open. Let everybody. But like if such a thing don't happen, rape, marginalization, that other stuff, all causes war. 11 years civil war, where they kill people, people are raped, they will get some because that's in the conference. Woman they be they cry, I get me picking, you know, even Sabi and Papa. You know, that is so pathetic. It's so hard, you know, of some of we as advocates will be on there and we they listen to such. But it's good that like now we don't reach to that peak when Sierra Leoneans, females, don't stand strong. Okay, yes. We have organization, international organization. People are working on it. And Mr. Bangura made mention of something of which it's equity. People are in the village, you know, they're not big access. But now we have organization where they stand strong, say, okay, yes, let's provide for them. Let us have get. If people begin and then are free on here, where they get that kind of opportunity, let us have get.
So if you just joined the conversation, this is not the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We're done there so from 10 a.m. We'll get for there so till 12 midday. The conversation will get now equality, equity, and liberation worldwide. Not a salon issue. It's not a worldwide issue. And with the face we truth them from the context of Sierra Leone. We don't talk about the three different meanings of the one, and we don't try to give examples so that you're able to understand. We don't begin look at some of the factors that would contribute to inequality and iniquity within with society. We talk about gender stereotypes. We don't talk about misogyny. And then now we're about to talk about toxic masculinity. But I want to tell you, say that the phone lines them open on 088 971 971 for let you be part of the conversation. What are your own thoughts? What are your experiences? Please, would encourage women them for share their own thoughts and experiences on this particular matter, because when you talk about gender empowerment, it mostly it's steered for women and less for men. And also, you know, say inside this month of March on Friday, we celebrate International Women's Day. But you know, go celebrate with smile when there's nothing to really smile about much. We still the fight. This is 2024, and we're still having the fight.
24 years into the 21st century.
Well, like Daniel Bangura says, you know, it's little steps at a time. We move from one process to the next process, and in say, well, based on observation and you know, people who support organizations that would support different people who are marginalized in the community, you can see say there are steps towards equity. And it's very difficult for jump from the, I would say inequality, because it's not even equality. It's very difficult for move from inequality all the way to liberation, because things that already don't exist, structures them, and you need for infiltrate into them and processes and they and structures and they before changes then they happen. And part of waiting we guess Mr. MOININA, is it? MOININA said, sometimes to affect change, allow people to see into the lives of the ones who are affected, because it allow you for see them from a place of empathy. You put yourself inside their own shoes, and the moment you put yourself inside the person in your own shoes, which by the way, where God be done one way long since say we for do, it'll change everything. It'll change how you behave, how you deal with issues. So if you're not somebody where get strong sexual urges and you see how an action from you, such as rape, will affect the person, it will make you reconsider. Maybe it will make you rethink. And if you put yourself in the place of that person to say, what if somebody do unto you? How you go feel about that? If they just take you right away from you, they just misuse you, you have no control, no nothing over that. you self not go feel fine. So now from that place there, sometimes change can come on from. But one talk small about toxic masculinity whilst we dey wait for let on a call we on 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. Now when you talk about toxic masculinity, this phrase incessif and waiting can happen, then is socially and culturally constructed. Now things that way we man, now we put them in place say na so for day.
Alpha male.
Alpha male. And part of toxic masculinity, they say men are tough, men are strong, then they cry. No emotion.
I mean, they die quick. Ajoko,
well, because you know, God make water man, and we get different things that we're supposed to experience.
It's the truth. You know, sorry for cut you off. One of the reasons why probably women live longer than men,
you guys express,
is because a woman continue money, it is sit down, it cry them out, and you help for relieve stress. Whenever you cry, it help for relieve so much stress. Maybe they feel before change. The man, no man,
man up, man up.
Keep on my chest, one no more. You know, and there you go.
For me, they keep on their chest and the belly they be.
And it's not good. I think we are now in a world where we should, especially parents, we read the parents speaking there now, and we don't experience. At least God open we eye follow we be enlightened. The boy picking for something more express himself.
It's an emotion.
And if you want for cry, let cry. That's not one. Okay. So that name for alpha male, like people mean alpha male. It's it. That's just me. I may be biased, but that's just like you are happy that you are in a position where you can subject other people or coerce other people because that's it.
Yeah.
They want to act tough, like they don't care, like they are psychopaths. Some of them, in fact, they are dominant sex partners. You know, that's the definition of. In fact, from where I first heard the word, it was from a sexual relation. So if you're an alpha male or female, you want to just dominate the next partner. Like you want to take charge, you know, for giving one breathing space, whatever you. So that is not good. So I think let's hear more characteristics.
Yeah. So other characteristics of toxic masculinity. You know, so we don't talk about toxic masculinity before, and we'll get to talk about in November where would they talk about men. Inside Men's Month, we get all on that terminology. And Men's Month. In and out from beginning to end, we'll talk about all the issues related.
So, Una enjoy now.
Exactly. So now we did now we did in March. Sometimes as well, toxic masculinity, like what I already don't mention, is a man cannot control their sexual urges. Is toxic.
We're polygamous in nature.
Yes, you're polygamous in nature. Now so God make we. These are all excuses. Or men are breadwinners and the head of the household. Like the other day, we had a conversation on feminism. A woman, one of our guests was married and her spouse passed away. She automatically became the breadwinner and the head of the house.
Yeah.
And then in some feminists, as they call themselves, they choose either to be that or some people is because of circumstance. They don't get any other way. So they can end up for be the breadwinner or the head of the house. But toxic masculinity, they say no. No matter your circumstance, now the man the breadwinner and the head of the house. The head of the household, sorry. Masculinity inside African literature also can include it can talk about ambition, assertiveness, lack of being vulnerable, competitiveness, fearlessness, physical strength, talk about independence. It can talk about leadership and it will talk about control. And a man is defined by the ability to endure pain. That's how our African literature, or when you do research on African men, it can talk about, or self-reliance, I need to rely on nobody but myself. Or being the decision maker in the household, or avoiding anything that makes them feminine. Like when you say cry. Then they avoid that and they say man for cry for. Toughen up, lucky eye.
Man, they wear pink.
Exactly. So when you talk about masculinity, it got 4 different forms. But I go talk about 2. So one hegemonic masculinity, when are the dominant type of masculinity, where they talk about qualities of superiority, physical strength, and suppression of emotion. Your man. The dominant hegemonic masculinity. And then you have the complacent masculinity. So in not too rowdy, like your dominant masculinity, it can see say things that it can in between. It can see say like where you dey try for be superior or you dey suppress woman there or emotions there. It can get 2 cents for say I don't think it's right. But the complacent part of them, in order to challenge societal structures, because in fit into that one there and in again the benefit. So not like saying not see anything wrong.
Yeah.
It see wrong go. But in all get for challenge. That's it sticks to in alpha males and dominant male superiority gender, even though in all fully agree to within those social constructs and they say. So then in a toxic masculinity.
So the opposite of toxic masculinity now waiting. Because honestly, all it is, what you explain, so I'm not the inside none of them. I want to exactly. No, I'm just. But it's good that we understand some of this. I think it's the first time I don't hear the term in itself, even at a alpha male. And I know there are people who just want to possess this. And you also interesting for us that there are ladies we also want men who possess this character.
Thank you.
So in as much as we want for
get a balance,
but we also we have to be balanced by the way. But I wouldn't blame them more. It's what they have been socially constructed.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Amara Barcelona, the man from the North Capital City of Team Best Texters. I mean, they talk all your titles then for you.
Thank you.
What's in your own contribution?
All right, and it's still guys. Good morning, and thank you for the analysis.
Thank you.
Before Mr. give me your own contribution, I want to encourage women to make a call because since this now Women's Month and the age is coming very close, so like one for at least get from there, especially regarding this gender equality, because I know for mention about the equity force and all. Like I want to talk about the equality, gender equality, because these people have been pushing so hard in recent years, in the past years, for them to give a 30% quota or even more than that.
50-50.
Though 31, then they are not for everybody out, but 30 women are not worth to be given 30%, not even talking about 5 or 6%. Yes.
Okay.
But again, other women them back the way women know of. They even worth of giving 120% if mathematician will allow for 2%.
I'm telling you.
And those are the women we expect for them and give them kind percentage too. Not everybody. Because honestly, not all women get a capacity for you for handle 30% quota.
Exactly.
Then just give them more. I wish I would have been part of government. I would have for specify. Start women waiting for them give them thing. But anyway. After the call, I want for the woman to call already from there because she really want for learn from there, honestly.
Yeah.
And the idea of this topic is very interesting. Of course, any topic we try to talk about a very interesting topic and very educative topic, especially for women where they listen most time. You know, the 3 words are very, very important. But first, we'll go for a look at their function and how effective and how often they do. One, I want to talk about only one. I want to talk about in Africa perspective. Sierra Leone to be specific, because the two are not. I mean, they talk on paper, but practically, we want for give them 0.00%. Liberation now freedom on the other world way I want to look at is very, very important. If we all free, they do something in line with what the law say, because freedom are very, very important something in life. Like nothing. At least we get a freedom day. I'll be able to go out and get really and do and even for upkeeping life. But the area of equity and that of equality, nothing where me and on for even yes, we talk about them, but because practically they happen. We talk about that every day. The gender equality or gender equity. I think we don't hear it, but for quite some time now, there was one radio station program now where we talk about gender. Yeah, now so them they put themselves now. The gender program. They talk about them for 2 hours completely. Like na program will be follow so much. They like nobody open phone line for a little give one contribution. But like we said with the story that program they for able for see practically if it happen. But in fact the program said don't die down. So like we don't talk about gender equality for most time, almost 5, 6, 7 years back. But nothing absolutely really happen practically. So like for me, I'm not gonna say that way because advocates now people like me they admire so much. They need time for talk about something. But like the most important thing has to do with the effect, the practical way. Because for let's talk something at one. For let the practical happen now. I remain in fact, so quick for talk about something. But the practicality and the very big people making get problem with.
Exactly.
When you talk, maybe salon, we get people that the way now very good civil society the way they work, people that need money, people that way they talk for certain thing for push. Like come on the way they push for this gender business, the gender business. So. I mean, certain people, certain women, and they go back. Say, they need work for like almost for everybody. Woman and there was one radio station program here we go back. Like one lady born for calling one of a sister woman. Now what a person call and say, "I'll call her money now because I'm be one radio station, one new radio will be open. Like one for call her money for can be head of announcer, head of program. But like other person advisors, now call her money." And it's who we as staff then we like before now like man then I be 3, the woman then I only 2. And the one we make our 2 self back, that much up to that tax day. So like that brings me to the question say, I mean people that they push for gender equality. Una with 3 day, one more. And you say to wake up for carry present 2 man for make a 3 for be equal, then you say no up to the tax. So tell me through, is this gender equality working?
Sure, exactly.
I mean, I not be able to forget answer. I not be able to forget answers to that. So, like, if I talk about liberation, I think that's not the word we for talk about. If there are probably people for liberate certain people. I mean, people and the way they talk for this country, way for push this country to a situation where they. But these people are not giving that opportunity. They are not giving this chance for making them talk. Because I know they even want to talk about equality and that of equity. Because these 2 words they look somewhat similar, but they are not working. Now only on most of the talk, like they talk about the show, but practically nothing absolutely for us about. Honestly, so I think I not get much for say. I want for a call man, and call land from the land from money that you want for land, a lot from other people. The way they listen, where they push for this gender equality and equity. Thank you, and Lawrence and the studio guests.
Thank you so much, Amara Barcelona, all the way from McKinney. I don't know if we guess the one for add anything to what we call it. Just say.
Yeah, I think he was spot on when he talked about much of what they do in this country in paper instead of in practice. And I think that's the that's the unfortunate aspect because we get very good laws as a country, we get very good documents, policies, but they're always in practice, in paper, not in theory or practice. So it would be good to see that we move now. Especially election. I don't have areas election come 30% quota. You understand?
Yeah. But in reality,
it doesn't even happen. I think during the last election, only one political party reached that mark. So let's move from paper to practice.
Yeah. Pastor Chris been said something where I believe say we always stick them in mind and. It really applicable to literally everything we would go through in our life. It says, "Evil prevails where good men do nothing." A lot of people, even when we talk about the masculine gender, where the person just relax and stuff, it's just complacent. I feel like I said it's not just about masculinity when we think about that. It comes down to us just being citizens of Sierra Leone. We don't okay with the fact that as long as we're able to get by with whatsoever situation, it's good. Until it affects we personally to that way, we're very uncomfortable. Now you go see some man will be willing to talk, hey, this is wrong, but this is wrong. But it has been wrong for so long ago, and you always knew what's wrong. It never.
Water.
I tell you.
No, now we all not forget about that kind of intensity. How well as you get pump water.
We have given up.
Conditioned to just accept it. Go ahead, please.
Well, like that's just it, because like I remember a time we wrote. There was always this issue of the road being bad, the road being bad, the road bad, but the money man that we don't make the road to a certain extent, so at least they're able to go inside the house. So the poor man there with a dog that they get the bogo. Now he sees the say, now wait, that they can't make this road back. I pull all thing. I said, now man begin to talk. Well, government knows say they go make this road now. We don't they kind of now. Don't they make this road for almost years? I say, the time we be there where you make you not be think say government be there for talk to. You all that way you talk to. Why would not be say okay? Well, we all as community, but we'll talk to the government. Since we say one puts money now, we can even contribute half. Government contribute half, and we make it for all man. Why now you get you normally make it for a stop? Then now we again can discipline you. One can't talk about. But anyway, that's just how I see things when it comes to liberation and equality. Because if we've done the think about we confident, just like within that woman we get not as guest last time, we're not being a widow, but they talk. They say the kids will make this issue as so they come up so frequently now because we too focus on ourselves. This kush issue all. If you be think about your neighbor them, picking them, rather than just you picking them, a lot of things are not going to happen right now. And we need to begin to watch things and from that aspect, personally, rather than just looking at just the people that will feel with they in power.
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you call from?
I call from Watalo.
From Watalo, okay.
Okay. Your name, please?
Pastor Pete.
Oh
no,
we are them na Lawrence. I know. Now me that one
Pastor
of you
Pete is
descendants speaking.
Who back today? I want Pastor Pete in brother in West and in workmates.
I can't believe he actually called for talk to Pastor Pete. This now radio fry. And yes, sometimes we can play Pastor Pete in music. Something like the music we hear. He thinks say Pastor Pete today, but now continue for call we on 088 971 971 for be part of the conversation. You want to add something?
Like the 30% quota where they collaborate for about
Yeah, hello, good morning. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you.
Your name and where you call from, please?
I call from MOININA, Santigi.
Okay, Santigi.
Strategic Santigi, what's up?
I appreciate all of it. I appreciate God in faith for unity for this beautiful day.
Okay.
So that will make it, life is very unpredictable.
Very.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable. Like, we appreciate the president for today as well. That was yesterday. I hope there is thank God for that. And for this new contribution, like, I explain. I see gender equality actually inside yeah. The reason we make us say is some people are saying they see gender equality. Maybe they look, let's say the eye, get a lot of action. I'm not going able to decide for say a professional level. Like my sister up there to attest the gender equality that happen by the nation as well, really specific. Because if I can take as an example, I believe say if you sit down, decide say na business if you do, or na marketing one day, not day in for day. Then in decide say no, one day na market, in one decide say they do this procrastination. It's very important, Like they happen. I like the woman there or talk to them people there. Put the day the young one, let them type off, let the old is school good. Let them not afraid. Education, a lot of intimidation there. A lot of bullying in at school. Then they all there for kind of harmonize that. I believe the woman there, they keep him for any ceremony, they can do more than man. You know, the woman is do more than man. And that, it happened. So like, they tell the woman thank you, they do that. And I thank you for giving the opportunity and the way.
All right, thank you so much, Santigi, all the way from Kenny. In this year, little by little, it depends on where you watch.
The lens.
The lens where they use exactly. So I agree with him. In some areas, you could say yes, definitely they see some equality going on, but we still get some people who are ingrained in their culture and tradition and will stand firm on that, no matter come rain or shine, they're not moving from that goalpost. And now then one and then more we talk about when we talk about equality, equity, and liberation worldwide. Continue with your point.
Yeah. The first caller talked about 30% quota. Me and you will know the word of it. I would just say, for example, therefore we make women conference and say it's free. See how many people, how many women, how many girl people go attend. But if you send forms out, say free self, no, we can. Or say can't
confidence.
Yeah, can't fry radio, can't take 100,000 or 200,000 every. You just see how money. No, it is a fact, yeah, because you go make conference, you know the worth of it. Come and can learn something or can impact in you, not to all of them, or just say money no more. So like these are the things you talk about. Okay, yes, women 30% quota is very good, but only few know the worth of it.
Understand? Yeah.
Only few, not everyone. I want to come into something, yeah. Just like although we know what is but about teenage pregnancy, yeah. Okay, now let's just say for example, I will even say, the I didn't call him the one with First Lady Cow. This what is
Hands of our girls.
Hands of our girl.
Yeah,
it's not holding in the provinces. Yeah, I will cite an example. For example, if they see Peking, they okay at the age of 15, 16 get belly. Okay, when I need for take drastically go import and all. But now for let something happen, the man get money, he come and say something. Okay, they say, well, this one a family issue. Else you don't law arranger.
Yep.
You know. So how you they say this thing they hold? It's not holding.
Yeah. We've been
go to the province. Yeah,
we've been get one caller from
go to the provinces. It happened there. It happened there.
A mother called and said, he's sending Peking to go buy top up. The Peking they pass the same way every blessed day, no ever change. And in all, pay particular attention to this one neighbor. We end up for rape the Peking.
Oh,
he raped the Peking. We in Wef get belle, wrong belle, and the woman go na in appointment. The woman try for convince her. Carla will go. He say no in the dinner house. Not knowing getting your own plans and thoughts of what he want for do for the day. So when the woman go on an appointment, where the Peking they pass, he grab him, he rape him. Where the Peking bold enough because not to all Peking back bold enough for can tell the mama what's happening. He bold enough for explain to him mama. We explain to him mama. The mama go meet the man. Confrontation happen of course. There he go and puts the case to the police. Exactly like you say, where he reached to the police. Because the man somebody where they all sabi or whatever, the law just make this family talk. The mama stand and say, no, this is not a family talk, we're not a family. I want let una deal with the issues. And say, okay, then they write police reports. When they write the police reports, it say because almost a year be don't can. Till that same way they call we, say yang, every day way they go check. Waiting they happen to these police reports, then they tell her and say, oh, we don't send the paper go free tongue. So they wait for let them deal with the issue. So exactly what they say, okay, will they come up with initiatives and programs them. But we know they hold it firmly for it to be implemented properly. Even with the case of the little girl, Khadija, is it her name?
Yes.
Where been died is small Peking, fair skin, very pretty child. Till this day, the one that way now the perpetrator, supposed perpetrator, will not get an understanding of the case, whether the case go to court, whether and sanction anybody. The child is gone. The family is distraught. Salon na both case. End of story. And if you they come up with campaigns like Hands Off Our Girls, you for begin from day. Set the examples them. Let people see say justice day. Justice not in a form of aggression, like we say, you they use the law. Stage by stage until you get to the end and make a judgment on the case. As I see that, anybody else see that one day, it'll give a reason as to why I should now tell my own story. But if they don't rape me, I don't see Khadija in case, I don't hear that woman we call from Bo, you know, why for talk?
Yeah.
And these are the things that when they talk about who they say, woman, then they suppress them. So things and they happen and they not even get the platform to even just say. So even just say, I'm not even able to just say, okay, after I don't talk, waiting else.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, women then they feel like, well, now this would they talk about, we'll say equality. Because fairness is if something happen, justice for day.
Yeah.
And we they lack that justice day. So I totally understand what you they say.
This don't take as politics. Let's think about
not so politics.
Yes.
Let's think about Sierra Leone. Let's think about the urban. Okay, we are future leaders of today now. You know, we are holding position and all. But think about the future, the unborn. You know, think about what thing they come for commit. Such a thing they have. It's a laudable. I applaud her. It's a laudable program. It's a laudable project. But it's not working.
Yeah.
Not working in the provinces, many. But at times when you go, these are the same police, whether they pack the fight. Okay, boy, yes, no, do are no way for a family business. We're not going to host, we're not go settle. This don't be done. Waiting don't be done.
So I think that's why when we start, we make mention of these things being structural and systemic. But let you come and erase an entire system, it will take you years of intentional decision making. Not just like we'll say you talk on a radio for campaign sake, or you go make flyers. No, you have to deal with it from the ground up. Going at the just like you say, what people have to explain their lived experiences. From there, you take it up to the community level. From there, and then as you come up, everybody's on board. What is happening? People have been so placed in society, either politically, religiously, socially. You know, they belong to social clans, clubs, fraternity. So when they have a problem, go to the normal get problem. At the society or the social class, then get problem. So they fight it tooth and nail for make sure say that problem not go out. When it comes to sexual harassment, abuse, and all of them, we don't get evidences, stories of people in workplace being harassed, being sexually harassed by their bosses who are well placed in society.
Educational setting, the lecturers.
Lecturers.
So many spheres of life.
I remember some years back now, the college where I go, you know, there was big syndicates exposed how lecturers and be sexually request for sex for grades. But you never hear of those things coming out in the limelight. Of course. People, we look for hide things. One, if you talk come out, you disgrace the man in family, you disgrace the woman. Because
he already done disgrace himself.
This thing not only they happen to the man there, it also they happen to the woman there. There are women who are sexually abusing boys and all of that. But you know, with the boys and she say, I mean a big guy and I mean that baby. They are sexually destroyed.
So
the society and accept. When I was doing my masters, my policy brief assignment, we looked at a case scenario of rape in Malawi. And all of which would explain so. These are all some of the same things we come out. In fact, in the Southern African country, because HIV is prevalent there, and get to sexual cleansing, that a man, you get HIV and you sleep with picking when a virgin, you virginate and you become cleansed from HIV. Imagine, you don't go to trouble. You go pass them on to sexual cleansing is the terminology. So we looked at practices. And I was like, it's the same that is happening in my country. uncle rape in niece, papa rape in girl pikin, mama rape in boy. All of those things, they keep them within the family, not they go out. So until we break those structures, those systemic structures, we may not be able to understand and get. So Hands Off Our Girls, as far as I'm concerned, they have done so much raising awareness. And we're bringing it to the limelight that, man, pull your hands off. I like that. Hands off. Pull your hand totally come up and the beginning. Understand? But it goes beyond that.
Sure.
The legal system, we start from the police. We have the police not do their work. You know, they're going to court.
Exactly.
Because so therefore prosecute somebody for day for say, oh, this is not the case holder receive, and then a lawyer come and prosecute. Otherwise, if there is no prosecution, lawyer or somebody, me not a lawyer, but if there's nobody to raise up the case, no case.
Yeah.
So I see your points, and it's those are all some of the culminating factors.
Yes, indeed. If you just joined with us now, the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We done there so from 10 a.m. We almost can close off the conversation. We're able to entertain one more caller before we come to the end of the conversation. But we'll wrap everything up in the conversation. If you just join, we don't talk about equality, equity, and liberation. We don't define them. We don't show now like visually what it look like so that you're able to see an example. Then hello. We also hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thank you plenty and Nina Fancy.
Okay.
Happy and for the man, we the one for say I know more the person thing happen then look like lion like I'm sister the negra no nice. You know, we people can fun for the fun for it. Yeah. A man can trade the woman as well, we they make her cry like I'm my sister married and our true. It's very important. A man for cry, a woman for cry. And something cry the woman they cry, we not to follow and dump the man. But that's the way the back way the man they cry, now follow and dump and more way the man no they say, this is like me, say they cry no. That's a proper cry down day. And I like crocodile tears. You can come along the line, so be handful. And I appreciate you now for this day. And I thank you. God bless you for friend. I believe to anybody who wants to for Friday, don't forget and check out there. Nice Friday around, you know. I know we'll call them because they're plenty. So just check out for your check or you check for into schools or wherever. You know, you doing salad, come over.
I'm telling you all Sunday.
And I thank you for I appreciate the phone, I appreciate for the direction and you man them, you know, they need to step up. You know, they need to step up. For we the young, they need to step up. I go say kudos to me young people you know, then they are reading it. Oh, I feel happy. You know, at new age, I really know me not being able to reach that age. They say, I'm not going to write, I'm not going to read. Imagine.
And say,
so like, I want to help me for girlfriend. I want to help me for prayer, continue for you and the soft words. Not to strong words. They make people come out fine and soft words.
Yeah.
Alone, I do follow this.
All right.
Follow this. Hard work and too much at the home thing. Okay, man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Santigi. Like you said, woman, they need to step up and also then go step up way and then get a safe space for do that one day.
Yeah.
And for me, when it comes to emotions, God make mortal man with different emotions, things that we feel. They feel anger, they feel upset, sad, scared. So nine can lead to some of the emotional reactions then, such as crying. So it's natural for a human being to feel all those different emotions. And like we say, if you just suppress some of their emotions, then you not allow yourself to deal with the issue naturally. And when you look at psychology, because I can come up from a psychology aspect, when you bottle things up, where they bottle things in, it must explode. So that cry, always they cry, either they lash out somewhere, react in a particular kind of way, or you switch off. And now the human nature, body, and brain, in your way for defending self or for restart in self, like reboots. Like when you get computer, you get malware inside, you get virus. It go do different things and sometimes when you want to click on something, they work or it go shut down or it get different ways.
Yeah.
So it's the same with the human body and human mind. If you do certain things where they suppress in natural way, it cause issues. But with the end with the conversation for say, what would they able to do about then things there? Number one is educate yourself.
Yeah.
Where you educate yourself, you ask questions, you listen to different conversations, you do research. Then after you don't do what that one day, talking. When you talk, you're able to teach other people and you're able to advocate for some of these different things. And the last one is it's never wrong to ask any question, no matter how silly you think say that question be. And for let we able move forward with equality, equity, and liberation, it starts first with asking a question. Because sometimes you not understand. And then for let we able move forward, like Daniel Bangura say, get processes that we need for follow. One step at a time. If you try for rush, like you're not gonna get the results where you want necessarily. Because you know look at every angle. And when they take one step at a time, it ensures they look at every single angle, 360. And sometimes even more than 360, they come out of the box, step outside for just see how else you're able resolve the issue. So Mr. Daniel Bangura, what's your last words before we end?
I think when it comes to gender equity discussion, my last word is I want us to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And when we do that, we take care of what man call unconscious biases. We all get things that we then born we don't used to. Me a Christian, so na Christian we normal for see things.
And they're hidden.
And they're hidden. So in any way, you that's how you're saying it. But your unconscious biases, now when you put, especially when you use empathy, when you put yourself in another person's shoes, you're gonna say, oh, this way I'll be done the see thing, not correct. And then lastly for me is we as man them, because I read Bokuman they say the woman them for do this. No. We as man them, we for be allies for gender equity. Now we say for make sure say you wife, you sister, you gal picking, you push them so that they go attain maximum agency. And when we do that, we're creating an equitable space for everybody for thrive.
Okay. And we final guess?
Yeah. I say thanks to Radio 5, right? A good discussion program. I think so like radio station have to do. Get dialogue. I believe in dialogue.
Yeah.
As the only solution. Because Mr. Bangura bring me on, I bring me on, you bring you on. Mr. Lawrence bring you on, put them together. We'll figure out solutions.
Sure.
No, that will that they make country go before. So I love the discussion, not to like ask question, allow the person to talk, and you go then I mind. After that back you go. Man, but you able disagree before him or agree before him. It's how we're gonna.
I'll be any
Man,
back
yeah,
now.
just say, no, it's not good. Yeah. So just one, for say, one young people have to, government has to put a strategic issue towards drugs abuse, especially in schools. Where our young people are dying, and it's really a pity for us here, unions, young people, for Cook community all over now. Everybody there into Kush. So government has to take a drastic action.
And we too.
Yes.
Take action.
Yes.
You see your neighbor in Peking or somebody for take action.
Yeah. So an overconsumption about this gender equality. Not saying me want to eat all. When he gets, the next person want all the work. Waiting if it forget. Or you see that you consume everything. That's one they bring another thing. Then two they give the teenage pregnancy. Or like we are talking about gender equality. Let us take as advocates and other people, government officials, NGOs and all government institutions. Let's take drastic action. Make we go back. Make we go to the drawing board. In the provinces, it's not really easy. These small girls, 15, 13 and all, there you say this girl too picking.
Yeah.
the big Tony, they make good use of himself, good use of in life. At times, at Fulbe College, you say somebody is 16 years, they year 2. Wow, great. I made mention, say, the college one lady be the between, I think I'll be all for myself. But I had wanted to know what's the root cause. Just hard work, so teenage pregnancy, and social mobility. Yeah? So I thank Una and I thank Radio 55.
Thank you very much.
So definitely we just want to have some of our comments on Facebook from at least many before you're waiting to go on we Facebook page. And it says, this is coming from Amara Barcelona again. And he says, gender issue is always a challenge between these two sets of gender in Africa, Sierra Leone to be precise. But if I could talk briefly about these 3 keywords, we first of all have to understand their functions, implementation, and credibility of it. But in Sierra Leone's perspective, I want to emphasize on liberation because equity and equality is just on paper, nothing absolutely impractical. Then from Eric Levy, he says, one of the best. Thank you, Eric. And Amara again. And okay, this one is funny. It says, if we're liberated, that is, we're free of doing things in the conference. I would say, I believe he wanted to say outside the conference of the law, because again, freedom is very important. But after, he's trying to say like after liberation, but the other two words, he say, guys are not bankrupt, say, nah, scam, big one. Then the last one from him says, in this edition today, we want women to call and let us hear from them regarding gender equality that they have been pushing towards very long time and how long it's been and all. So I will really want to tell Uma and say today I really wish Una been called. I really wish Una be engaged. The program, I know say woman they listen, you only see no now some woman knocking call for can't talk and all of that. And I really would love you guys to call, because why men want we really want to see things from your perspective. In fact, Nadande this whole month thereabouts we tag this month Girls Eye View. We want to understand what the woman they go through better, so that we self go before know how to step in and join Una in this liberation, in this walk towards equality, where I will say equity more and liberation. So with all of this clearly said, me own name na Desline Orange Sugar Maker Hedd, the second, well, I don't count them back, me name na Lawrence Hedd. And I didn't answer with Mrs. Brigitte Dalton-Sesay, we don't try for stay this ship here, so this ship here, so no for just done like that, because the things they're all intertwined. Everything they talk, it also gets a relationship with every other thing we will get for talk. So ensure say this whole month you stay tuned. If you're not a woman, if you're not a man, you have a lot that you'll be able to get from this content, and it will be a wonderful thing if you self try for share this to other people them. But till we they come back tomorrow, stay tuned to Radio Fry Fry.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the